You said that relative increase in volume is better, and the more relatively it increased, the better for momentum. But can't this also be a warning signal? Because it's signaling that the price action could maybe become a bit erratic and might be signal for caution if in the rest of the regime it was only steadily increasing, but the slope as of recently became exponential. Okay, so I hate that I'm going to answer this question with this answer, but it depends. It depends. Because I think it's more like it could be a signal that something again is going to change. But whether it's changing for the better or for the worse, that is going to depend on like a bunch of other factors. So, example, let me draw it out. So, let's pretend we've got staircase and the volume is increasing at a specific rate. Awesome. Like if it's behaving in a particular way and the volume also is behaving in a particular way, and let's say that previously it was flat and previously price action was flat, something relatively has changed in the volume at this particular point, and the price action also matches that. Cool. So after we look at this, after like we're observing this in hindsight, and we can say, okay, this might actually look pretty good for a momentum long, because I think that something has changed over here, and whatever is happening since this point of change, I think that it's going to keep happening. I think that as long as nothing changes, it's just going to give us a similar result. Now, if the volume was suddenly to start decreasing and the price action also started flattening out, we could say, something has changed at this point. And I think that if we were to look on this continuum of, I'll just put smiley face and sad face, either it's going to change in our favor or it's going to change against our favor. So this particular type of this big kind of change, this shows that, okay, this might actually be worse for us because whatever is happening is no longer happening. Something could be changing. Alternatively, might need to delete this. Okay, I'll delete a little bit more, but I don't want to delete everything. Okay, alternatively, the slope could just get even more crazy, right? And the slope of the price action could also start getting more crazy. Now, something like this, I would actually argue that if this happens mid-trade, this is a sign that something could be changing, but it could actually just be changing for the better. This could be a sign, like our trade originally, we could say, oh, like I just took a momentum long, I want to go and take it from one level to the next level. But if it starts getting even more crazy, even more psychotic, and the volatility, like the size of the average candles, like the average 1 minute candles, they start getting bigger and bigger. I'm not talking about a random spike candle. I just mean the size of the average candles is gradually getting bigger and bigger. We need something to be like, oh wow, this might be an opportunity for me to add more size to the trade. Or alternatively, this could be a sign that I should go for a wider target, not my standard trading one level to the next, but I might look to just get long again at the next level because I'm getting even more feedback. I'm getting even more confluence to my trade. So when a regime starts to change, it can change either significantly against you or it can change significantly in favor of you. So if it changes severely against you, you should look to cut your trade early, or even to the absolute extreme, look to reverse it in the opposite direction. When something is working in your favor, at minimum, this is confirmation for you to stay in the trade because, cool, you're getting confirmation. But at the absolute extreme, this is where you would consider adding more size to the position or going for a wider target. But yes, in the sense that I still think that if something different starts happening, yes, you still need to be on your toes, be prepared for like something wild to occur. Who knows? So still have finger on the mouse ready to close if something dramatically starts to change. Hope that answers the question. I hate I hate it when I ask a question and then the answer that I get is it depends. It's the most frustrating answer to get. But nonetheless, I hope that my answer of it depends still helped, or my explanation as to why it depends was still helpful in this specific case.